everyone. My name is Maddie. I'm a corporate recruiter here at the Knot Worldwide. Today on Learn a Latte, we have Justin Rice joining us from Omaha, Nebraska. Welcome, Justin.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Justin is our Director of Billing Operations and Strategy, and we're here today to learn more about his experience with the company, the success of his team. So, Justin, tell us a little bit about your background. How did you get into your role as the Director of Billing Operations and Strategy?
Sure. I have worked in billing and or collections for roughly 15 years. Majority of that I was with a large bank here in the Midwest and enjoyed a lot of success through there. I was contacted by one of the wonderful recruiters here at TKWW with an opportunity to come over and through a lot of conversation and a lot of thoughtfulness, it seemed like a wonderful opportunity to kind of jump over and meet the challenges that would come with the position. So that is what I did.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad that you accepted the connection request via LinkedIn from our recruiter, and I'm glad that you are on board. I know we've already. So what have you, in your time with us thus far, what do you love most about being a director at the Knot Worldwide?
The answer here really is kind of twofold. First, the people that I inherited and the people that I've been able to bring in and really have the privilege to manage have been an absolute joy to work with. They truly exemplify what it means to be professional, and they do make my job easier every day. I can't say enough about the group that I have underneath me. Secondly, collaboration between the teams here at TKWW is second to none. Every group that I have had to work with is everybody's pulling in the same direction, making sure that we're doing everything that's not only best for what the company as a whole, but for the individual teams as well. So that is really that transition piece from going from where I was to here has been so seamless because of the work that everybody around me has done.
Good. That's always good to hear. With the billing department, what is the larger impact that you guys have on the organization as a whole?
Billing is always interesting to talk about. We are dealing with people or vendors that have, for one reason or another, slipped past due on their invoices. So our group is really trying to have conversations with those vendors, trying to find an effective way to make sure that they can get back on track, trying to determine what may have caused them to slip a little behind. And then our job is really to try and get those payments back on track and get the TCV and the annual contract values saved. Ultimately, we're trying to be the jack of all trades and really help everybody that we can and keep the train moving in the right direction.
Absolutely. It sounds like, with your time here at the Knot Worldwide since July 2020, how has the team evolved from when you first started?
Well, very much we are still in the process of evolution, and the team is still growing. We've brought in a couple of fresh faces as we try and attempt to make sure that every person is in the role that best fits their skill set. Along with that, we're implementing a lot of new ideas and testing those ideas and really trying to learn from those tests. We have taken giant leaps forward as the team has seen some initial success from some of the things that we've implemented, but we still have a long way to go.
In the company, we work in several different office locations. So what is it like working with team members across those multiple locations? How do you stay connected? How do you stay on the same page? How do you build camaraderie with those other employees?
To be real honest, it's barely noticeable. With the technology that we have and the Google Hangouts and the ability to jump on a call and see somebody face to face, I get face to face time with team members every day in DC and New York and Texas. So I never feel like I'm too far from getting some FaceTime with anybody at any time. As far as building camaraderie and stuff, we do a great job at every level of making sure that we have, uh, hangouts, and we have an opportunity to not just focus on work, but at the end of a busy week or busy day, get some time to just get to know each other personally and make sure that we have connections that are beyond just, hey, can you do this for me? So
Right.
it's been fantastic. I feel like I've gotten to know everybody, no matter what office they're in, with ease.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. We get that question often in interviews. How's the culture and the camaraderie, been kept alive, or how is it going now that everyone's remote? So let's talk a little bit more about the team members on the billing side. You've got your client billing specialist, your debt recovery specialist. What makes a successful specialist, billing specialist? What qualities do they have for both of the roles?
Somebody who's really successful in this is just somebody who communicates really well, can think on their feet and adjust to every call. Not going to say you also probably need a little bit of a thick skin, as some of these conversations get to be a little bit difficult. So you have to be able to kind of shake that off and move on to the next call. But for the most part, it's really personality, and then just being able to do multiple things at one time is really what leads to an enormous amount of success.
So when you do have a strong billing specialist, what is the career path for them on your team? What does growth look like, or evolution of a billing specialist? Where can they go?
So billing specialists, we have a little bit of a career path. We generally start with somebody in client billing, which is vendors that are past due but have not yet terminated. Those that see a little bit of success there generally can move over to our debt recovery specialists, which are a little bit harder conversations. They're vendors that have terminated, and so they need to have a little bit of a tougher skin. We do have 3 team leads in our area, so pathway, if you continue to see success, you can move up into that, and then we have management opportunities from there. So it's a small team, but there's generally a lot of ways to learn about the business, and then kind of grow with career potential.
Absolutely. And it sounds what are some of the incentives that the billing specialists have to be successful in this role, and to pick up the phone every day and try and get, each and every dollar that they can and recoup?
Absolutely. Obviously, there's a little bit, there's always a financial reward.
Good.
We do run a bonus structure with the teams. So as they achieve success, they can put a little bit more money in their pocket, which is always helpful. And well, as we like to, and I'm a big proponent of contests. I love to run little financial contests as well. If I see a little bit of an area of opportunity, try and sprinkle something out on that. And then, as silly as it may sound, I am a big believer in personal recognition as well. Very much into when encouraging our team when they see somebody succeed, acknowledging that success, learning from that success, and trying to spread that knowledge across the team. So I do think that the team, it really starts with culture, and then there's no way around it. A little bit of financial success is always going to help drive the numbers where you want them.
Absolutely. Well, I love that you're also sharing knowledge of somebody that's been successful and showing the team, hey, try this out. This might work for you. I think that that's great. And I know a lot of people look for teams that are structured that way, where knowledge is power, and it's going to help you. And we want the whole team to do great. So what are some of the major challenges that the billing specialist team has seen, and how have they overcome those challenges?
The biggest challenge that most agents find is just being able to handle those objections, redirect the conversation back to what is important, which is, finding a resolution to the balance that's owed, and staying calm and keeping everybody kind of on that similar path.
What is a common myth about a billing specialist or billing team lead that you would like to debunk?
um, I, and this is across anywhere I've ever been, that billing specialists always get this because we do collections, that we're all mean and we're all heartless, and so on. By far, some of the sweetest, most caring people I have ever worked with have been in the collections department. We do have a heart, and we really are trying to do the best for not only the people that may be on the wrong side of our phone calls, but also do the best for the people here as well. So
Yeah, I love that.
by
And
far, that's the one myth that I want to kill.
No, I think that's so true. And working with you and some of your team, I couldn't agree with you more. Justin, we're coming to an end. We really appreciate you answering all of our questions and learning more about the billing team, and what you've done in the short amount of time has been absolutely incredible. We, again, really appreciate your time here today on Learn a Latte. Thanks again.
Thank you for having me.